Hey, what's up, everyone? On the real world NASCAR side, we're officially in that stretch where the 2026 season is starting to take shape in a very real way. Team previews are rolling out, and that's always one of my favorite parts of the offseason because this is where you can really read between the lines. You start seeing which teams are confident, which ones are being cautious with expectations, and which drivers are under pressure before a single lap has been run. Crew chief pairings are being locked in, manufacturer alliances are becoming clearer, and you can almost feel Daytona getting closer, even though it's still weeks away. This is also the time of year where optimism is everywhere, but not all optimism is created equal, and that's what makes these updates interesting. There's also been a lot of conversation around rule changes, especially in the truck series, and it's the kind of thing that reminds you how passionate this fan base is. Anytime NASCAR adjusts entry rules or qualifying procedures, people are going to have opinions, and this time has been no different. Some fans feel like certain teams are being protected, others think it's about stability for the field, and then you've got the added layer of big name involvement that makes people speculate even more. Whether you agree or disagree, it's definitely something to keep an eye on because rules like this tend to have ripple effects that don't show up until a few races into the season. Driver movement has also been a major storyline. Promotions, number changes, and team swaps are always fascinating because they reshape the competitive landscape in subtle ways. A rookie stepping up to a higher series isn't just about talent, it's about timing, sponsorship, and whether the team is truly ready to support that driver. At the same time, veterans switching numbers or organizations can completely reset expectations. Even small changes can lead to big performance swings once the green flag drops. Now, shifting over to the game side of things, this is where a lot of you are probably especially interested because NASCAR 25 received its January update on the 21st, and this one is honestly more meaningful than it might look at first glance. I'll say the version number once and only once here so it's clear, but after that we're focusing on what actually matters. Version 1.04 brings some additions and fixes that directly address long-standing feedback from the community. The biggest headline feature is the addition of Portland International Raceway, and the fact that it's coming in as a free track is a huge win. Portland is one of those circuits that doesn't feel generic. It's technical, it rewards patience, and it punishes mistakes in a way that short tracks and superspeedways don't. Having it available in quick race and online immediately adds more variety, especially for players who were starting to feel like the track rotation was getting a little stale. It's not just about having another place to race, it's about how differently you have to drive there compared to the rest of the calendar. Another major part of the update is the Sonoma refresh, and this one is more about immersion than raw gameplay changes. Visual updates, track surface adjustments, and environmental details all add up to make Sonoma feel closer to its real-life counterpart. It's the kind of change that might not jump out at you in the first lap, but after a few races, you start noticing how much better the flow feels, especially through the technical sections. These are the kinds of refinements that show the developers are paying attention to authenticity instead of just adding flashy features. Online and community-related fixes are also part of this update, and honestly, these are just as important as new tracks. Improvements to UGC moderation, stability tweaks, and general online fixes help clean up issues that players have been complaining about for a while. A racing game lives and dies by its online experience, and even small fixes can make a huge difference in how enjoyable races feel, especially in longer sessions or leagues. What makes this update stand out isn't just what was added, but the direction it suggests. Between real-world NASCAR preparing for a new season and the game continuing to refine itself, it feels like both sides are moving toward more depth and long-term engagement. This isn't about quick hype or temporary excitement. It's about laying groundwork. Whether you're following driver storylines, watching how rule changes play out, or loading up a new track in the game and learning its rhythm, there's a sense that things are being set up carefully. All of this combined makes January 21st feel like more than just another date on the calendar. It's one of those moments where fans get a clearer picture of what the year ahead might look like, both on the track and on the screen. And if this is the tone being set right now, the rest of the season, in every sense, has the potential to be really interesting.